I'm trying out the Jackery 1500 solar generator unit from Costco, and I have it set up. I have it aimed at the sun, and I have the app installed here, which shows I'm at 48% power and shows that I'm currently charging with 81 watts. Now here's something kind of interesting. If I stand in front of one panel, notice that knocks the power generation down to 9 watts. It doesn't cut it by 1/4. It cuts it by 7/8. So I'm going to get out of the way. So I have it linked with Bluetooth, which gives me some pretty quick updates. Right now in the sky, it's very light wispy clouds, as you can see. And so, okay, we're back up to 82. So I had it linked over Wi-Fi, and that didn't seem to make the data appear very fast. But what I'm really waiting to see is the solar generation graph. But there's still no updates here. Grok suggested that it needs to be charged for several hours in order to show anything on. So I don't know. So what else have I noticed about this? So I've actually come up from 45% charge to 49% charge, which is pretty impressive. I've been out here and the app says there that it will take 11.3 hours to fully charge it at this rate. So that's pretty cool to know. So yeah, I've gotten an extra 5% on this. So what would that be? 5% of 1500. So 15 would be 1%. So I maybe got 60 watt hours into this already. But the app still isn't showing it. So I'm just kind of fooling around waiting for the app to show. Now it has a display on it, and if I want, I can turn the display on the unit from the app, and you can see the readout on the app, which I can turn on and off. The readout on the display of the unit, which I can turn on and off from the app, which is pretty neat. Or I can use the buttons on the front of it to do that. Yeah, so we're up at 82 watts now. So, and then they have this cool little thing right here on it, which is a bullseye, which you aim it so that the dot appears in the center of the bullseye. So that way you know you've got it aimed right. So this looks like about the best power I'm going to get on a February day in Northern California. Oh, I got that warning sticker on there. Let's see, I'm at 85 watts. Let's peel off this silly warning sticker. Who knows? Might be losing a whole percentage point just by having a silly warning sticker on here. Okay, good. Now, let's see, what does the app say? 82, 84. I don't know if it made much difference. Any kind of a shadow on one of the panels, like, here, I'll just put my head over it. Boom, look, it knocked it down to 67 watts. So any kind of shadow or whatever is bad news for it. Actually got a bit of a shadow on it right now. I'm going to move it out a little bit. You can see a little bit of a shadow on the second panel. I'm going to move it out just a little bit more. I can see the shadow on the ground there. So I'm going to move it a little bit more. I think it's out of the way of the shadow. And let's check the bullseye. Okay, the bullseye's right in the center. So now, let's look at the app and see what it says. If we hit a new number, okay, whoa, we're at 89 briefly. Oh, look at that. So that's the highest number I've seen out of it. These panels are supposed to be 100 watt panel. So getting 88, which is pretty good. Let's see, now we're at 49%. So we come up from 45% to 49%. And so according to Grok, some people say you got to leave it charging for several hours to get any kind of an update to the graph of how much solar power you've generated. Now, the other thing that the unit will tell me is how much carbon reduction am I responsible for. It'll tell me standard coal savings. It'll tell me my carbon emission reduction. It'll tell me the number of trees. Of course, it doesn't tell me how many trees and carbon was used to create the unit. So much for that. Anyhow, let's see. So we're at 49%, charging at 87 watts. So we're doing real good. It says it'll take it another 10 hours to recharge at this rate. So, you know, maybe several hours a day and I could brew 1 cup of coffee. All right, folks. Since I am your laughing chaplain, let's do 1 minute laughter at solar power. Laugh along with me. Hey, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you laughed along with me. I am your laughing chaplain, and hope you enjoyed this. I'll give you an update later as soon as I see the graph change.